So, I think some of you have seen it in the background of some other Trans Am videos, but I had gotten a new car last year, and it was the intention to basically start going to the track. There's a lot of, run what you brung kind of tracks around here in Florida, so the intention was to go get an old Corvette or something like that to, play with and go tear up at the track. Well, I came across this car. Well, I bought a new car. So this is the Chevy Camaro ZL1 1LE. It's a 2019. I bought it in the early 2020. The interesting thing about this car is I actually almost bought it. I bought it used, but I almost bought this same exact car brand new from Carl Black in Orlando. We went back and forth for a while and couldn't quite agree on a price. So I passed on it. Well, they shortly thereafter traded it to another dealership. I managed to follow it because I had the car, I think it was Car Gurus, it was giving me alerts on new cars, and this one was listed. Turns out it was the same one, traded to a different dealership. This is Shadow Gray Metallic. It's got the 6.2 liter supercharged V8, 650 horsepower. And what ended up happening is then it disappeared off that dealer's website shortly thereafter, and this was in right after the first of the year in 2020. So I didn't think much about it until about a month later. It popped up on a Toyota dealership's website at the end of January. And whoever bought it from Daytona ended up trading it in to DeLand with 1,600 miles on it in less than 30 days, because it still had the temp tag on it when they took it in on trade. And I only managed to find it because, again, I saw it pop up and I had a picture of the VIN number and I compared it to the VIN number that they were advertising, and it was the same car. So it had 1,600 miles on it. It still smelled brand new. It was the same car. It was brand new, only I got another significant chunk of money off of it because it was used. So it all turned out well. So yeah, this is the car we're going to start taking to the track. And along those lines, I bought a second set of Apex forged racing wheels. Got a used set of Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s on there that I bought off of a lady that had bought a Mustang Performance Pack 2 that didn't realize these are track tires. So she took them off with less than 600 miles, and I bought them for 400 bucks. So she hated them because they kept, as she said, sandblast the paint. Yeah, because it throws rocks. They throw rocks. So I bought new wheels and tires and TPMS sensors. So now we're kind of putting the new wheels on to see what they look like. So you see the front right's in there. We're getting ready to put the first one on here. So we'll bring you back once we get them all on there. Okay, so we're here at the passenger front. So these wheels are the same diameter, 19s, but they're slightly less wide. These are 10.5s, and I went with 10.5s all the way around. The stock wheels are 19s all the way around, but the fronts are 11, but they have a 305 tire on them. The backs are 12-inch, and they have a 325. And what I'm going to do for this first attempt at racing setup stuff, I'm going to use, these are 19s by 10.5, and I got 305s all the way around. So what that allows me to do is move them from front to back. I got these mounted at a local place, and I'm looking, and they are not, they said they were directional, but I'm not seeing think they are. Not seeing anywhere that it says directional. They need to clean these up to see if there's an arrow or anything. But the thing about Apex is, so this is the EC. Can't remember the model name. It's actually a BMW. They still got 5x120 lug nut, which matches that, but the center bore diameter is slightly larger, and so Apex sells these little sets of centric rings that you go on. It goes on the hub, just like that, to make the bore diameter the same as that, so then you can use it on this car. So I'm going to lube that up with just a little bit of grease just to make sure it doesn't seize up on there. And then the other thing I bought was a set of, just for the fronts, 12mm spacers. I've been told, I'm going to check fit it first, that if you get these wheels with this specific offset, it can rub on the strut. So we're going to check fit it, see how things look, and then we'll adjust from there. Alright guys, so we got the front tires on, no spacers. Put the spacers on with the centering rings, and I can't get the lug nuts on, so I need to go back and do some research. I was under the impression I didn't need longer lug nuts for this. Yeah, longer studs, not longer lug nuts, longer studs. So I'm really gonna be disappointed if I have to put longer studs, because I don't want to change studs every time I change the wheels, because these are supposed to be the dedicated track wheels. The other ones with the PS4S's on it are the street wheels. You can see my daughter got me racing numbers for track days. But yeah, they look pretty good. They are they're called anthracite, and I was thinking they were a little bit more bronze, but in the sunlight they actually go really well with the blue gray, which is the shadow gray of the car. It looks pretty good. My son says he approves. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get to that.